The celebrated author and social commentator Dr. Shelby Steele once said, "People only change when they're exhausted with their suffering." He asserted this within the context of civil rights movement. However, I believe it is still applicable today. For decades, Americans from across the country have been entangled in the Chicago-style politics, with corrupt politicians employing pay-to-play tactics to advance their political careers. Their mismanagement of state and local government has caused many in the Black communities to suffer under the highest property taxes, failing schools, ballooning budgets, crippling business growth and opportunity, prompting many to live in despair. The only way to transform our communities is for the residents of these communities to rise up out of their suffering for a fresh new start. We must rise for a new beginning. For example, in the Old Testament book of Nehemiah, we are told that Nehemiah is the cupbearer to King Artaxerxes while Israel's in exile. Nehemiah hears from his brother that the walls of Jerusalem are languishing in disrepair. He is moved to pray and to seek God to give him favor with the king, that he might go to Jerusalem and help rebuild the walls. Nehemiah's prayers are answered as he is given permission, provision, and protection from the king to return to Jerusalem. Once Nehemiah is in Jerusalem, he inspects the walls. He then speaks to the Jewish leadership about the favor God has given him with the king. He relates to them that he is there to rebuild the walls. The people said in unison, "Let us rise up and build," in chapter 2, verse 18. They rebuild the walls despite opposition in only 52 days. We too need to respond like the people of Jerusalem did as they heeded Nehemiah's call to rebuild the walls. It's time for us to rise and build our communities. And just as they united to bring transformation in their day, it will take all of us together to fight against the moral and spiritual culture of corruption in order to rebuild our neighborhoods and our communities. I'm Eric M. Wallace, and I'm running for State Senate in Illinois' 40th District. And today I'm calling on the people who live in the 40th District to rise for responsible government, which every citizen expects and can rely on. To rise for individual liberty and fidelity, which allows all citizens the opportunity to succeed in his or her chosen path. To rise for strong family values, which provides a foundation to raise our children and our children's children with those morals and values we hold true. And finally, to rise for economic empowerment, which empowers all people with the resources to live their American dream. Because when we in the 40th District rise together, we will usher in a new beginning of opportunity, growth, and prosperity for our families, our friends, and communities.